Like we definitely discussed, the pyramid in 3 level, yeah,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
yeah, and then 5 level, and then 4 level. So each was classified, according to the nature of usage, yeah, and mostly they based on, the initially basic data information, then explicit knowledge and tacit knowledge, uh, tacit, yeah, tacit knowledge.
Yeah.
And so more the uh, you know the human capability is going to be incorporated. The information systems tend to be, you know work similar to human capabilities.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the idea, we discussed last time in detail as compared to the artificial intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, we discussed that what the transaction processing systems are, and we came to a, uh, uh, know that transaction processing systems, work at the low level, like, they deal with the transactions, events, how they are processing, like a validation, sorting, listing, merging, updating, calculation. The outputs are, the lists, detailed reports, action reports, summary reports. So at the data entry level, yeah.
Yeah.
So we discussed already, and I have added some, some theoretical stuff as well. Like it says, transaction processing systems are operational level system at the bottom of the pyramid. They are usually operated directly by the shop floor workers or frontline staff, which provide the key data required to support the management of operations. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
data basic, very basic. So then, you know, some examples of the transaction processing, like a payroll system, order processing system, reservation, stock control system for payments and funds, like a tills, and those. The roles may be the produce information for other systems, cross boundaries used by operational personnel, and supply supervisory level, efficiency oriented. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Then management information systems. The examples are sales management systems, inventory control system, budgeting system, management reporting system, personal systems. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now these are little bit, management oriented ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the roles of the MIS are based on internal information flows, like they feed it from, the transaction processing systems, and support relatively structured decisions, inflexible, and have little analytical capacity, used by lower and middle managerial levels. So at normal managerial level, the management information systems are used, and the decision support system. Last time we, you know, uh, we tried to relate it with, the kind of expert systems. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then those kind of examples are group decision support systems, computer supported cooperative work, logistics systems, financial planning systems, spreadsheet models. So, like for example, financial planning systems, the logistics systems, they needs to make, the decisions. For example, arranging any logistics, the deliveries, and many things, involved. Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously there is a decisions involved. There are decisions involved, isn't it?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Then the last one, executive information systems. Those were, the are concerned with the ease of use, are concerned with the predicting the future, are effectiveness oriented, are highly flexible, support unstructured decisions, use internal and external data sources, used only at the most senior management level. And the examples, basically, these systems tend to be highly individualized and are often custom made for particular client group. So at that particular level, yeah, the executive level, they are tailor made, yeah, whosoever they need for their specific needs, yeah, it
Yeah.
is made accordingly. And however, a number of off-the-shelf executive information system packages do exist, and many enterprise level systems offer a customizable EIS module, right? So, for example, the particular EIS, executive information system, could be customized based on the pre-built system as well.
Okay. Yeah.
But really depends that which sort of things an executive wants to get involved,
Okay.
right? So that was about the type of information systems. And then the scope of particular information system is basically the it deals and addresses the range of strategic, managerial, and operational activities. So, for example, if I ask you what is included in the information system as in scope, then you would say it has the scope uh, which covers the strategic, managerial, and operational activities.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
which helps gathering, processing, storing, distributing, and use of information and its associated technologies in society and organizations. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
the structure and scope. The structure is obviously within the scope. So operational support of knowledge and management support involves.
Okay.
Like the structure is within a kind of scope, and
Mhm.
what does it include? The structure. You remember that the components of information system are the the hardware, software, individuals, and
Yeah.
yeah, and the structure itself lies at these three levels, basically at operational level and support of knowledge work and management support.
Okay.
Like uh, there would be some operational things like the customer relationship, transaction processing, like let's say at basic level, supply chain management. And then support of knowledge is let's say at professional support system, collaboration, knowledge management. However, managerial support lies at management reporting system, decision support system, executive information systems. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So then we come to the information system success criteria. So what criteria is important if you want the successful information system? So some dimensions are that you maintain the information quality, system quality, service quality, user satisfaction, net system benefits. So let us see. Information quality refers to the quality of the information that the system is able to store, deliver, or produce, and is one of the common dimensions along with information systems are evaluated.
Okay.
It makes sense?
Yeah. Yeah. That one does. Yeah.
So the information, the usage of information is the main thing which its quality needs to be maintained, and the information systems being evaluated are based on the information quality.
Okay.
And evaluation is that what is expected and what are you getting.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Then system quality. With information quality, the overall quality of the system is also one of the most common dimensions along which information systems are evaluated. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the quality again affects the overall quality of the system. Like the information quality affects the overall quality of the system as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Then the service quality, along with the information quality and system quality, information systems are also commonly evaluated according to the quality of the service that they are able to deliver. Service quality directly impacts usage intentions and user satisfaction with the system, which in turn impact the net benefits produced by the system. So no matter if the information quality is good, yeah, and the system quality itself is good, but if you don't deliver the good service, then you are not successful. You don't have a successful information system. Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And if it's not successful, you may as well not have it.
Yeah. So even the you have a good information quality, you have a good overall system, but service, you don't provide a good service in terms, that how do you serve the using the information system to your clients.
Mm.
So that's important for the success. And then user satisfaction is also important. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very clear that if the user is satisfied, then your information system is successful. If the user is not satisfied, then obviously you haven't done well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So be careful about the user satisfaction. If at any point if you think the user is not satisfied, it means there is something wrong. You never think that you are doing very well, but the users, they don't deserve anything, or they are not capable to get the benefit of it. But you need to lower your level of service at more detailed level.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Net
Yeah.
system benefits, that an information system is able to deliver is an important aspect of the overall value of the system to its users or to the underlying organization. In the information system success model, net system benefits are affected by the system use and by user satisfaction with the system. So overall benefits, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
overall benefits, whatever the benefits are, if those are availed, yeah, would contribute towards the success of the information system.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we come to the information system integration. Yeah. So the system integration is the process of linking together different computing systems and software applications physically or functionally to act as a coordinated whole. The system integrator brings together discrete systems utilizing a variety of techniques such as computer networking, enterprise application integration, business process management, or manual programming. So the integration is most important as well. Whatsoever you have, it needs to be integrated well in order to evaluate and get the benefit of the system. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now next is the information system uses. But now again, let me recall that uh, the type of systems you are aware. Then you you know you need to understand the scope of the information system, that what it actually includes or has to deal with the things within a particular scope, first of all. So if you have the information system, you should be very much clear with the scope. Yeah, there's a one point, key point. And
Okay.
then
Yeah.
you should able to know the structure, that at what level, at which layer, what lies.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Two things, that what is the scope and what does it include within the structure, and then how you can make it successful by improving the information quality, system quality, service quality, user satisfaction, and availing the net system benefits. Yeah. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
these are the key points you need to remember. Yeah. as well
Yeah.
as as well as how do you integrate the information system, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So again, uh, uh, system is, you know,
I get that problem sometimes.
do you?
Yeah, with Windows 10.
I never, got problem while I'm using my own computer. I mean, my own things. But I have noticed when I connect with the, join me, then these things, happen.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Uh, 1 second. Okay. So IS integration. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can. Yeah, I'm just making some notes as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The scope,
Yeah.
structure, scope, structure, and then success criteria. Yeah, and integration.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
integration.
these four things are important
Yeah.
when you really, implement as well as evaluate the system, because we
Yeah.
are
Okay.
evaluating the information system, and evaluating is basically, you know, kind of testing the system, that what the system needs to do, yeah, and
Yeah.
what the system is actually doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So obviously you can only know that what is the scope, and then you would evaluate the scope. Then you would look at the structure, and think about the success criteria, and as well as you would see whether it is integrated or not. So these are the like key things, even related with this course. If you go if you go into any real, like in your business, in your job role, yeah. So these
Yeah.
things, needs to be considered.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah.
Now, uses. So the information system is used in the communication, like, you communicate the, like, the uh, sending messages,
Okay.
maybe via, the computer, maybe wireless, maybe the handheld devices, and any kind of, the system could be used, specialized devices for the communication. And next is for the operations. Yeah.
Yeah.
The any operations of the company. The operation management would be used by the information system, and decisions, yeah, record keeping, yeah. So these are the uses basically, yeah.
Okay.
Uses of information system. Basically, I'm so we are here. Information uses.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we discussed the success criteria, the integration, deployment, and deployment and integration. They lie a kind of one thing. Yeah. When you integrate or install, and it means you deploy and put it into the use. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then its use. So you need to take care of these things, as well as next is the user need analysis and task need analysis. So user need analysis is a part of the process of developing a system that will successfully meet the needs of the prospective user. So you have to analyze it, that what are the prospective needs, and in addition to identifying the key needs, it can help balance potential conflicts in the desire of the system owners, the stakeholders, and target audience groups. Yeah, and the task need analysis is the part of the process where the tasks that would be performed by the system is designed and arranged so the system, when built, will meet the required tasks and be able to perform them. Yeah. So that's it. So some of the those were basically the key definitions that the unit included. However, the evaluation overall, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Is basically, like I explained to you earlier, is that you see how the system is going, and the information needs is related with the requirements of the.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And next is related with the requirements again. Number 2, be able to plan the development of an information system. So it would include the requirements definition, but let us start with the project plan. Yeah.
Okay.
Now we are in the planning and information system. So project plan, you should have a project plan which needs to be carried out using the project management techniques and planning information system projects. Then project plan should be carried out following the feasibility study.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you should be able to do well for requirements elicitation.
Okay.
Yeah, the elicitation is basically the extraction of the requirement. So you capture the requirement, you analyze the requirement, and you represent the requirement. You follow the requirement specification, and then you create a report of your requirement overall.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, some of the words they are repeating basically, like when you say requirement capture and requirement specification, the standard term is basically the requirement specification in the software engineering terminology.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of repeating going on there.
Yeah, somehow you must have noticed, isn't it?
Yeah, there's quite. I have noticed. Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff repeating. It's almost like they were trying to just fill the lineup.
Yeah, repeat and like the kind of irrelevant words been used.
Yeah.
Like requirement capture is is simply the requirements gathering.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What I would say, the term is used requirement gathering, and you would hardly find the word capture in the software terminology.
No, but yeah.
Like other words in the alternative synonyms could be used. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now let us formally start the project management. In order to achieve the goals and plan results with a defined schedule and budget, a manager uses a project. Yeah. So
Okay. Yeah.
project is basically the plan and schedule. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So normally, we talk a term, oh, what project you are doing. Do you have any project in your mind? So the word project has been used, in broad sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Regardless of which field or which trade, there are assortments of methodologies to help managers at every stage of a project, from the initiation to implementation to the closure. So no matter if it is a project of software development, or if it is a project of buying some home stuff, for example, to buy the groceries, that's a project.
Okay.
Yeah. And maybe going on holidays to make it successful, it is your project,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
And maybe your wife gives you certain tasks. Yeah. Otherwise she would be angry. That's a project. Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
And sometimes if you really got certain strict tasks, and one of your friends asking oh man, what are you doing, you would say, oh sorry, Matt, I'm doing very important project.
Yeah, I've got quite a few projects then, really. Yeah.
It's better, it's a a kind of sophisticated word, even for the assignments given by the wife, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So so the every project needs to have a management. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let us see how that is done. So it needs to be done through methodologies. Yeah.
Yeah.
And following are the methodologies. Yeah. That uh, you know waterfall, spiral. Now what happens basically, we are going to discuss the plan. Yeah. Project plan. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Plan is basically the management of the project itself. Obviously
Okay.
you would be managing the project according to the plan.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously a plan would have some management.
Hmm.
Okay. They may be interchangeable words. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So if you remember that you are going to plan the implement the designing of the information system, then you need to follow the project management methodology. And now you have lots of options like waterfall, spiral, if you remember.
Yeah, I remember these now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then adaptive project framework. Now, like I last time I told you that everyone, not everyone in a sense, like most of the school of thoughts, they propose their own methodology.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So the same way, previously, in addition to previously discussed methodologies, here are more as well, like adaptive project framework. in this methodology, project scope is variable, right?
Mm.
Project scope is variable. Additionally, the time and the cost and constraints for the project. So, like, if wife gave you the project, its scope is variable,
Yeah.
and time and constraints, can be also, the time and cost can also be, one second, the time and the cost or cost and they are constant basically. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So assume that, if the scope is variable, it means it's a difficult thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, always, because you never know, if the boundary is, reduced, then you would be okay, but if suddenly it is increased, then, you will have, you should have capability to be adaptive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you need to be adaptive, like in normal life, we are adaptive for the family. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
So that's the kind of nature. Sorry, I'm trying to mix the type, but they are, related with the reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah.
this adaptive is a kind of another approach in the software development methodology. You be ready to accept any challenge.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I hope you can understand and relate. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So agile software development we discussed earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
That the changes are that there could be, uh, any of the way the developers choose, and there is no hard and fast, there is agility basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then crystal methods, project process are given a low priority. So in the crystal methods, you give a less priority to the process. Instead, you follow the method based that what the team communication says.
Okay.
Yeah. So more on the team communication, team member skills. What the member skills they have. Okay, for example, if some developer is good at particular, area, then let them work, and then you come to the actual process.
Yeah. Okay.
Then dynamic system development we discussed earlier. Then extreme programming. Yeah, it lowers the cost of the requirement changes. In the main objective of extreme programming, it emphasizes on the fine scale feedback, continuous process, shared understanding, and programmer welfare. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
In XP, there are no detailed requirements, specification, or software architecture build. So this is also like a crystal one. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
so no detailed requirements, and depending on the feedback. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever the feedback you get. Yeah. And by the welfare of the programmer, that how they are comfortable, and what happens most of the time, that for example, some of the employees or worker, they are good at doing, some things, some partial things, but they are not allowed to do.
Okay.
Yeah. They are not, being asked to do their own favorite part, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
It
I,
happens.
I w- yeah.
Yeah.
I wish my wife would do that. Ask
Yeah.
me to do the ask me to do the best bits.
Yeah. So but what happens, that that opportunity is in other software development models. Those models, don't allow the developers to take their own directions. However, in extreme programming, it says let them, do for their welfare, for their understanding, for their
Yeah.
shared understanding.
Yeah. Okay.
So now you realized that, you know, uh, some system development methods, they have been, introduced and proposed to follow certain guidelines in a very strict and standard way. For
Mm.
example, yeah, and at some point, if somebody is not obeying then they are fired, for example.
Okay, yeah.
But if if a team is working on a project and they are on the extreme programming, they are on the crystal methods, yeah, and they know the importance of the workers, and they, respect the sequence and the priority of the work, what the workers want. Yeah, make sense?
Yeah, I get that, yeah.
So these situations have been, faced by the developers during the development of these, uh, information systems, information technology, even in general. That's why, they have given the names to these, development methodologies, and they have told the advantages, so that the more someone can do good, let them do, and you should be very much clear in advance that which methodology you would be, asking them to follow.
Yeah. Do people ever mix them, or do you just stick to one?
It really depends on, the project manager and the project requirements.
Okay, yeah, that's fine, yeah.
I mean, if you are your own boss, for example, yeah, then you can take the chance, for example, to allow them, both of them. But if
Okay,
you have
yeah.
been fully, instructed in advance, yeah, that, and obviously it also depends on, the expertise of someone as well, that which one would work according to the, capabilities of the worker.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, in the for your question, the answer to your question would be the detailed, analysis of your team, what they can do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, and then feature driven. This methodology is more focused on simple and well-defined processes and short iterative and feature-driven delivery cycles. So this one is the conventional one, as well as allows to requires to produce the short iterations.
Okay.
Okay. So then information technology infrastructure library. This is also the methodology collection of best practices in the project management. Yeah, like, you ask a question that whether, the which, can you mix the, the extreme programming, like a formal one and informal in both. Yeah, you had a question. Yeah.
Yeah. That one there, number 9, I've heard of that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. So this says that which one the best practice would be adopted.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then joint application development involving the client from the early stages with the project task is emphasized by this methodology. So you, in the joint application development, you involve the client directly in the initial stages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, I'm sorry, I'm just going through the first and second line, and the meaning, is getting, more clear.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Yeah, and even once you would repeat, and, then you would get the understanding from the paragraphs which I'm trying to explain as well.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Lean development focus on developing change tolerance software. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this method, satisfying the customer comes as the highest priority, right? So maybe, your boss would say that the client is always right. The customer is always right. Have you
Yeah.
heard about it?
Yes, the customer is always right. That's what they
Yeah.
say.
So maybe the lean development is, that methodology. Whatever the customer says, you do it.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Prince2 takes a process-based approach to project management. This methodology is based on the 8 high-level processes. So this is also kind of one methodology. It has some 8 high-level processes. Okay.
I've heard of that one before
Yeah,
as well.
and
Actually,
that's in at the moment. That's been used in like Scrum and the Prince2 and the Extreme Programming. They are most popular nowadays.
yeah, I've seen jobs advertised with those on that says you need to be certified in them.
Yeah, like in Scrum, the Prince2. Yeah.
Mm.
Then rapid application development. This is also the the methodology, and the rational unified process is the one proposed by the UML writers Gridibu, Ramba, Jacobson. Their stages include inception, elaboration, transition. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's been followed by that community. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fifth one is the Scrum.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like this is again the Agile methodology. The main goal of this methodology is to improve team productivity dramatically by removing every possible burden. Scrum projects are managed by a Scrum Master. Yeah. So when you really want to train your team as well, yeah, in addition to the system development, you use the Scrum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your project plan should be followed by the project methodology and appropriate project methodology according to the nature of the project, as well as the your budget and time schedule. Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then planning information system project is basically the project management which relates to the use of schedules such as Gantt charts to plan and subsequently report progress within the project environment. So the plan basically, yeah, obviously the plan starts from the project management, that how you manage, and which is basically based on the schedules.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Even the, for example, if we look at the waterfall model, then requirement specification needs to be done according to the schedule.
Okay.
It should have kind of particular time given, the analysis should have been given the time, yeah, particular time. So every project methodology needs to be given a plan, and plan may be given according to the Gantt chart. Have you heard about the Gantt chart?
No, I haven't. I've
That's
never heard.
basically the uh, chart, yeah, where you
Okay.
mention the timing of any activity, and normally you represent the uh, timing schedules in the Excel. You might have done. Like this, you might be able to have a look like a weekly plan by the Gantt chart.
Okay.
Are you able to? I have entered to maximize it, but so in week
Ah,
like this.
I can see it now.
In the week one, probably the CEO is related with the CEO. from week 2 to 3, you review the floor plan, and then from 4, 5,
Mm.
in the 4, you circulate floor plan, and then in the week 5, you do the circulate the equipment cost, and in the same week, the cost new equipment is also there.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's basically the representation using the Gantt chart, like, the some of the activities, start over, the specified time. Yeah.
Yeah.
They, and some of them, reoccur, are being taken, in parallel in the same timing as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense? Like,
Yeah.
in the second week, 2 activities are done. In the fourth week, 1, 2, 3 activities are done. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I see. Yeah.
like, the from the seventh week, like you know, delivery is, for example, is only done after the seventh week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like a deliver new equipment. Yeah. Is only possible at the eighth week,
Yeah.
and nothing is else there, but it needs to be carried out by this, and that's basically the Gantt chart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
yeah, and that's mostly, for example, if you need to create the plan for any project. Yeah. And you shouldn't be worried that how you would give the schedule to your team, or maybe the presentation to your boss. Yeah. And go to, create a Gantt chart. It may be done, in the different softwares. Yeah.
Mm.
And Gantt chart, I think in Microsoft Visio would allow you to create it.
Okay. Yeah. I might use that myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start using that. I really like it.
Yeah, and probably you must need it. You might need it, in your work. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, at the moment, I just use Word
Is it?
to sort of plan it all out. But I quite like that because it's quite short as well, isn't it? Straight to the point.
Definitely, that's the standard. Yeah, that's the
Yeah. Yeah.
standard used. Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
So
Yeah.
that's about the, the planning needs to
Yeah.
be drawn using the Gantt chart. There are other, diagrams as well, one or two, but Gantt chart is also one of the most popular. Then the structure, the project plan structure, and that's basically the, it says basically the, one second. Uh, so how many minutes you can be here again?
I can probably do another 5 minutes.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, if you want, we can call it a night now. It's up to you.
let me see the, okay, the next, the LO has 19, the slides. So what we do now, yeah, we end this session until, the project plan.
Okay. Yeah.
Planning IS, planning information system projects. Yeah. And then basically we have done major thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Today, we have already done major things, and only needs to discuss the feasibility report and feasibility, you know, study, and along with the requirement elicitation. So we will discuss next in the next class. Yeah.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
definitely, yeah, complete the LO3 as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll speak to you
And
next time.
yeah, and one more thing, that from the next week, the schedule of the class will definitely be, like you are available on most of the time Monday and the Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2, 3 other students have also joined.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Yes. I
Hello?
think
Yeah,
you can hear now.
I can hear now, yeah.
Yeah. It gives a challenge, every time like 30 seconds to 40 seconds, the sound goes.
Yep, okay, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
what were you saying?
Yeah. So from next week, 2, 3 new students have joined the same, level 4. Yeah. And the next unit that I would start, they will be joining from that unit. And mostly the schedule would remain, the same like on the Monday, 7 o'clock and
Yeah.
Wednesday, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, great, yeah.
And in case, for example, if you won't be able to make it, then the recordings would be uploaded. They are already uploaded, but the fresh recordings would be uploaded on the Moodle. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And if you have any problem, then you can always ask.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, that'll be different to have people on the session.
Yeah, it would be good. Obviously, the more people, the more concentration, more questions. But I don't think so that it would be new if the more people join, because
Yeah, yeah.
the slides and the delivery and the information which I deliver, my ideas would be same. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Oh, yeah.
so at least you will have a competition, and sometimes the discussion could be more, and you would enjoy and others would enjoy from the bigger class as well.
Yeah, cool. All right, I'll look forward to it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
So for your, future, schedule, you try to, make it, confirm that Monday and the Wednesday would be, a guaranteed classes. Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's great.
Okay, then see you on Monday then. Yeah.
Yeah, see you Monday. Have a good
And
weekend.
for the last third, I will have a separate class with you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
All right then. Bye then. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
thanks. Bye.